want to get to the Sixers in this segment because it was a rough weekend, my friends. First, Woj reporting that Ben Simmons will undergo arthroscopic surgery. I can't even say it, and he's got to do it on his left knee, likely to miss the rest of the season. And then yesterday, you hear that music, more sadness for the Sixers. Joel Embiid leaving the game in the first quarter because of a left ankle injury. Now, he didn't return. I was at that game, and he was, happy on the bench. He was running out on the floor to greet his teammates after big plays. So he didn't look hobbled, but he didn't come back either, and they did not provide an update on Embiid after the game. So looking at the Sixers' efficiencies with Ben and Joel on and off the court, I mean, they're just a much more effective team with Embiid out there. It's confusing, though, because we all know Ben's such a good player for them. Perk, what do you think the Sixers' postseason chances are in your eyes? Are they doomed, as producer Danny put it this morning?
Oh, yeah. They done with Rachel. Finished. They're going to probably have to face the Boston Celtics. And listen, that is smothered ribs and barbecue chicken for the Celtics. They are done with. I told you before, the ceiling with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid was the second round, possibly. That was their ceiling. And you telling me that Ben Simmons is out and Joel is nursing an ankle injury? They are done with. And it's not because of the players. It's because it's time for a change of scenery with the coaching staff.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna give them their flowers right now. I think they're done. I thought that they had a slight chance to maybe make it to the second round, depending on who they matched up with. But when you lose your two stars of that caliber, I mean, it's pretty much, and you're in a bubble. You don't have a home crowd to motivate you. I mean, the Sixers start praying for next year. I think. They're gonna have to take a deep look internally and see where do they go from here.
Well, I do want to stress, Joel could be back for the playoffs, right? As I said, they didn't give us an update. I saw him with my eyes walking back and forth around the court last night. So he wasn't like sitting in the back in the training room with his ankle up covered in ice. So I'm not a doctor, gentlemen, but I'd have to think that they don't think this is a long-term injury. But they are going to, looks like, be without Ben for the long term. Yes. And we'll just have to see. If they end up in that matchup with the Celtics in the first round, that's going to be interesting because the Celtics certainly don't have the bodies to compete with Joel Embiid inside. I think it's going to be very interesting, but I think it would be better for Philadelphia if Ben Simmons was healthy. Yes. I don't care what the on- and off-court numbers say. He is such a talent and such a help to them on defense.
Absolutely.
This weekend was a blow. I just don't think there's any way to look at it other than that. All right.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.